name is Francesca Hernandez, and I'm an 11th grade SLS Academy student. And for my science project, I'm going to ask a question that we don't usually ask ourselves. How clean is our deodorant really? We use deodorants every day to stay fresh, but have you ever wondered if bacteria can actually grow on them? In this project, I compared 4 different types of deodorants: a antiperspirant deodorant, a commercial deodorant that doesn't have an antiperspirant, a natural and organic commercial deodorant, and a homemade one, to see which one of them can prevent the most bacterial growth and which one has the most effective preservative. In this video, I'll show you how I set up the experiment, what my findings were, and which deodorant is actually the cleanest and most effective. Let's dive in. First and foremost, my hypothesis is that deodorants with stronger preservatives will allow for less bacterial growth, while the homemade and natural ones will allow more bacteria due to the fact that they have less antimicrobial agents. Now let me walk you through how we prepared the agar plates and how we ran the experiment. First, we started making the agar mixture, which is the jelly-like substance we used to grow bacteria. We used basic nutrient agar powder, which you can buy online or in a science supply store. We followed the instructions on the package, which were measuring out the right amount of agar powder, mixing it with water, bouillon, and sugar, and then heating it until it's completely dissolved. We let everything boil so it could mix properly, and then we carefully poured the hot liquid into the petri dishes so they could cool and solidify. This gave us a smooth surface that we could grow bacteria on. Next up came the actual fun part, setting up the actual experiment. We took some sterile cotton swabs and swabbed them over different household surfaces, like doorknobs and phone screens, before swabbing them on the petri dishes evenly so we could get some samples of bacteria on each one of them. Then we labeled each of the petri dishes with the deodorant types we were going to test before taking another cotton swab and taking a sample of each deodorant, putting them in their respective petri dishes to test them out. Once all the plates were set up, we put them in a dark, warm area to watch the bacteria grow over the next 7 days. We made sure to check the plates daily, taking photos and documenting in our journal how much growth we were seeing and where it was coming from. This step-by-step process helped us see which deodorants were actually helping fight off bacteria and which weren't. It was super simple but super effective, and it helped us get real data that we could analyze for this experiment. In the next part of the video, I'll show you what those results look like and what they showed us.
Now for the most exciting part. Let's talk about the results. After carefully observing the agar plates over 7 days, the differences between each type of deodorant became really clear. Out of the 4 tested, the antiperspirant, the homemade deodorant, the regular commercial deodorant, and an organic and natural commercial deodorant, 2 stood out for their effectiveness in stopping bacteria: the homemade deodorant and the antiperspirant. These 2 showed the least bacterial growth in the agar plates. The antiperspirant, which is designed not just to block odor, but also to reduce sweating, likely prevented bacterial growth through its aluminum-based compounds. These ingredients created an environment where bacteria can't thrive. The homemade deodorant was also surprisingly effective. It used ingredients like baking soda, coconut oil, and essential oils, which are known for their antibacterial properties. Even though it's all natural, it performed almost as well as the antiperspirant. That was really cool finding out, because it shows that natural, DIY solutions can be just as powerful when they're made with the right ingredients. In contrast, the regular commercial deodorant, which is often marketed mainly for its scent, and that it has no antiperspirant agents, had a significant bacterial growth. Its plate showed a much larger area of colonies, meaning it didn't do much to prevent the bacteria from multiplying. That result was pretty surprising, because many people assume store-bought deodorants are more effective simply because they're commercial. But in this case, data showed that branding doesn't always mean better performance. The organic or natural commercial deodorant performs slightly worse than the regular one. This might be because some store-bought natural deodorants use gentler preservatives and aren't as strong against bacteria. Overall, this experiment helps show that while scent might cover up odor, it's the antimicrobial ingredients that really make the difference. It's also highlighted the power of choosing products not just based on how well they smell, but how well they actually keep bacteria and odor away.
In conclusion, this experiment really opened my eyes to how different deodorants work when it comes to preventing bacterial growth. Based on the results, I would recommend using a well-formulated homemade deodorant or an antiperspirant, since those seem to be the most effective at preventing bacterial growth. As you can see, both options showed minimal bacterial growth, proving that they not only mask odor, but stop it from its source. While some commercial deodorants might focus more on scent than function, they might not offer the same level of protection. If you prefer to avoid chemical ingredients, a homemade deodorant made with natural antimicrobial agents like baking soda and coconut oil can be a perfect alternative. Overall, this project reminded me that it's not just about how well something smells, but how well it works. And I hope that this project can help other people think a little harder about what they're putting in their skin and why it matters.